What is up, guys? This is Josh the Gamer here, coming at you with a brand new video. So today we are going to be continuing on our Quorum game development series, and in this tutorial we are going to be covering friction. Now, what is friction? Well, friction is a physics property that provides resistance to movement across something like, say, a platform or the ground or something. Now, for example, some examples of friction would be sliding on ice, or a puck moving in an air hockey table, stuff like that. So now you can set friction using the set friction action for your object. More specifically, you're going to most likely be using a drawable. Now this has to be a number between 0 and 1. 0 meaning no friction, and 1 is the highest amount of friction. So if we set friction to be a number higher than 1, the system will treat it the same as if it was set to 1. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and actually do some. Let's go ahead and do some stuff with friction. So first off, what we want to do is we are actually going to go ahead and create another drawable for the ground, and we're going to change a few things in our code here. So let's go ahead and create another drawable. I'm going to call it ground. Alright. So now that we have ground declared, we can go ahead and do, let's say, ground load filled rectangle. We're going to say 600 by 150. Alright, we're going to set the position to 0, 0. And we are going to enable physics for this object. Alright. So set that to true. Now we want to set the ground to be unmovable. And there we go. Now the final thing we need to do is to do some, we're going to set the friction for the objects we need. So in order to create, in order to actually do friction successfully, we both need to set friction to the floor or the ground and the player. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to say player set friction, and then in my experimentation, 0.2 should be enough for the player's friction value. And then we're going to say ground set friction. We're going to set that equal to 0.7 for the best effect that we can possibly get. So now that we have that done, let's go ahead and actually add some keyboard input so we can move the player around and hopefully have the friction applied. So use libraries.game.input monitor, and then use libraries.interface.events.keyboard event. So input monitor I monitor, and then keyboard event. Now inside of our update action, you guys get the drill. If I monitor is key pressed, event, let's say left, and actually no, we're gonna do the right key because we want to do number new x is equal to player get x plus, let's say 50 times seconds, player set x new x, and there we go. Now we should be able to save this, build it, and run it. And then we should be able to let's set that to 90 and see how that goes. Okay, so I forgot to add the ground to the screen. I'm gonna just find my cursor. We can go and add ground. There we go. There's our ground. It looks pretty nice. And there goes the ball with our friction. So as you can see there, our friction is actually working. So it's kind of rolling across the screen because it's resisting that movement. It's trying to slow down. So that's pretty much the basics of how friction works. It's fairly easy for the most part. All you have to do is really kind of just experiment around with some things, and you should be good to go. So anyways, guys, thank you all for watching, and we will see you all in the next tutorial.